The world of Cyberpunk is riddled with crime, loss, oppression, and a variety of power struggles. Cyberpunk is not just a lifeless, hyper-violent world, but one full of stories. It's not just a video game, but a whole genre. This game and many movies and shows all can connect with one question. What does it mean to be human? In a world where bodies can be altered to have more technology than skin, organs, and even bones, are we still human? What makes us human? Can violence be an indication of humanity? Is it love? What if you could download your consciousness into the web itself? Would you still be human or have a sense of humanity? Who knows? In Cyberpunk 2077, you're a character named V. V is a mercenary that bit off more than he can chew. He was contracted to steal a biochip from a huge corporation alongside his best friend Jackie. When trying to pull off this heist, plans go horribly wrong, and in the end, V has to insert this biochip into his own head. Eventually, V finds out that this chip contained a consciousness, the one of Johnny Silverhand, a legendary merc that was killed 50 years prior. As they merge their consciousness, V experiences many of Johnny's memories and feelings, as does Johnny with V. At this point in the game, Johnny wants V out of the picture so that he can be fully in control of his body. From here on, you play the game with him along for the ride. But what's interesting to me here is Johnny. Johnny is merely a consciousness without a body. He has his own desires and goals. He will even chip in during the story to give his own opinions. So what is Johnny's existence if only V can comprehend and perceive Johnny for the most part? How real does this make Johnny to everybody else around? Is consciousness alone enough to make him exist? Bladerunner 2049. You follow a protagonist named Officer K. He is something called a replicant. Replicants are simply AI created to do dangerous jobs so that there's no risk to actual human life. But Officer K was created to be a Blade Runner and hunt down older model replicants and retire them. As he does this, he runs into a replicant that claims to have witnessed a miracle. Soon after Officer K retires this replicant, he investigates the area and finds a box hidden under a tree. Inside this box are the remains of an older replicant that has apparently died during childbirth. This is not supposed to be possible and was the miracle being referred to by the other replicant. Officer K is now tasked with finding whoever this child is. At home, he has an AI girlfriend called Joy. K obviously shows love towards Joy, and anytime he's around her, this is really the only time we see emotion out of him in the beginning of the film. So if this replicant is able to show love and attachment towards Joy, doesn't this show some type of humanity? Does this make him more real? Continuing on with the investigation, Kay goes back to the tree where the box was hidden under and finds a date etched into the side of it. This date is important. Kay has a memory of being a child with a toy horse with the same exact date etched into it as well. This is significant because all replicants are supposed to be implanted with fake memories, but this shows that his memories could be real, meaning that it is possible that he is not a replicant but a real person. He goes to get this checked by a memory maker, and she confirms that this is in fact a real memory experienced by somebody. Now the scene after this was impactful. As Kay walks outside, realizing that he was lied to his whole life, and now truly knowing that he is in fact a human, he outstretches his hand as the snow is slowly falling, and as a flake crashes into his hand, it's as if he's feeling for the first time. Now I hate to burst your bubble, but Kay in the end is not human, but he is in fact a replicant. These memories were placed into his mind, but that's not the point. The point is in this moment, Kay now truly believes that he is a human. So does this make him human? He's able to have a sense of self, a sense of humanity. To think, therefore I am. A quote by Rene Descartes. Kay could no longer doubt his humanity or his existence at this point. Ghost in the Shell is what really asks the question about existence and humanity. The main protagonist, Major Kusanagi, is made up mostly of cybernetics and different technology, including her brain. The Major enjoys diving into the ocean on her free time, even though her body weighs so much that it can sink like a rock. When asked what it feels like to swim in the ocean, she states that she feels fear, cold, alone, and sometimes hope. To me, this shows that the Major yearns for something more than just being a cybernetic soldier for the government. On the same boat scene, she states that there are certain components that are unique to her thoughts and memories, and how she chooses to use them, as well as having a sense of her own destiny. And all of this is a mixture that gives rise to her own consciousness. Now I can agree that this is what being human means, or even existing means, but what if these memories were implanted into your brain and you didn't know what actually existed? Earlier in the movie, they were trying to catch a hacker. One of these hackers is a garbage man trying to ghost hack his wife because of certain suspicions he had about her. But after he was caught, it was found out that all of the memories of his wife and kid were fake. He never even had a wife or kid. So at this point, what does he do? If I found that out, I would doubt all my memories. You would most likely even start to doubt your existence entirely. So where does he go from here? Can he even be human anymore? Is he even human anymore? We currently live in a world dominated by technology. Year after year, it gets more and more advanced. And it seems like parts of these realities can actually become our reality. So hopefully humans never forget their humanity.